We go. Let me send some reference. I need to get confirmation that he can hear this.
Okay. He's sending reference. He's got it. He feels good.
All right, everybody, stand by.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And now, live in studio, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
This is the Consumer Quarterback Show with Brandon Rhymes. Brandon is out today. My name is James DeJerome. I'm the executive producer of the Consumer Quarterback Show with Brandon Rhymes. We've been on the air about 7 years. Brandon started this show as a way of providing some information, some knowledge to all the consumers in the Bay Area. He wants your dollar to go farther in the marketplace. He's a real estate agent. He works for Keller Williams. He owns the Platinum MVP team, and he's partnered together with a group of folks that help him do business every day. In the real estate world, he needs roofers and plumbers and movers and all the different people that are involved in home services. Well, he decided to share that network with the Bay Area. So now you're in touch with the same professionals that we use here at Platinum MVP and on the Consumer Quarterback Show. And we have them listed for you at our website, consumerqb.com. In addition to the show being on the radio, we're on AM 860 every weekday, 4 p.m. We're streaming live to multiple platforms. We have a YouTube channel. And smart TV owners can always find us by searching Binge TV Networks. So if you own a Roku TV, Apple TV, Smart TV, Amazon, Binge Networks TV, Consumer Quarterback Show, and you can watch us that way. So lots of different ways for you to engage with us on the Consumer Quarterback Show. I talked about the team and all the business owners that Brandon has assembled to come on the air and provide some information. In addition to those folks, we have a lot of sponsors on the program. One of our newer sponsors is Jade's Premium Quality Cleaning. You can imagine in the real estate world, Brandon has needs to have lots of properties cleaned, sometimes urgently. The deal has to get done. Jade handles everything for us. If you're looking for a professional cleaning company that holds COVID-19 certification and uses eco-friendly products, Jade is the one for you. This is a family-owned business. Of course, we aggressively promote the local economy here on this show. We're all about the Bay Area, and Jade is a family-owned business. She's the official cleaning partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show, and you can check out their reviews online at jadespremiumqualitycleaning.com. All right, so Jade is on board. I want to introduce you to Clyde Smith. He's the GM of the Bilmar Beach Resort, the official hotel partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. I know Brandon gets out there all the time. I'm going to get out there real soon. Clyde, what's going on out at the beach?
Yeah, you need to come out here, James, sooner than later. It's gorgeous out here.
I can imagine.
Yeah, we're busy out here at the beach.
Okay.
It's been good. You know, it's off season right now, so especially our residents and the Florida residents and county residents get some great prices. You can do that right on our website, thebilmarbeachresort.com. Better than going to a third site because we recognize you as being, part of our team that comes and keeps us busy in the off season. So there's some great values out there.
Keeping our business
we've got some
right in the Bay
events
Area.
coming up here, though.
Okay, what's going on?
So Sandy Ovations, a lot of your listeners are familiar with that. That's been normally the Masters Cup competition with 8 different countries represented. A little different this year, obviously, but we're moving forward with the city of City of Treasure Island, Visit St. Pete Clearwater, and the local company Sandy Ovations, and we're doing Sandy, which is going to be a huge exhibit with almost 100 tons of sand, creating a 20-foot tall working sundial, all out of sand.
I tell you, you guys, you hear him say that, and it's hard to picture. You've got to go check out the photos. Look at some of the things these people can do. It's incredible that this stuff is made out of sand. It's unbelievable. These are artists.
And then what you're looking at, if you go on the sandyinnovations.com and take a look, or their Facebook, you'll see on there all the different ones. And it's important to know the only things used to create that is sand, water, and the artist with their tools. There's no glue on that. It's just all truly freeform. It's just amazing what they can do.
And so you get to watch them construct it as part of this process. You can go check it out when they're building it?
Yeah, they're going to start building it about the second week of November. The actual event's November 19th to 22nd, and that's when we're going to have some small stages with bands instead of big stage this year. We're making it a little more spread out. We've got Windworks is going to have giant kites flying, even the nighttime lit-up kites. And then the highlight of it's going to be Saturday night at 8 o'clock. We're going to do a $20,000 fireworks show over the beach and over the Gulf of Mexico.
Very cool.
It's going to be very cool.
Bilmar
So that's going to start our holiday season.
And that's where you got to go for all this stuff. You got so much going on down there. I saw Sloppy Joe serves breakfast 7 days a week.
We do. We do breakfast over to Sloppy Joe's 7 day a week. We just actually added a Bloody Mary and a mimosa menu. So if you want a tangerine mimosa, that's the place to get it. Lots of other creative drinks. We have such a fun team over there. We have people walk through just to say hi to the servers they're so familiar with. And it's been really great. You also take your food. If you're more comfortable outside, we've got the 3 outdoor decks. And then lots of other, we have outdoor games, the giant Jenga, just lots of games out on the beach. So plenty of room for people to come and enjoy our beach. And
Clyde, if you could talk a little bit about your staff. I want folks to realize it's not a chain hotel, that these folks are unique to the Bilmar Beach Resort. And you guys have strict COVID-19 protocols in place, and you've had to re-educate and retrain and make sure these guys are on top of their game. What a great job you guys have done.
Well, thank you so much. And it's been a team effort. We were ahead of the game a little bit just with help of some of the associations and the Chamber of Commerce. So we had a plan before it got to the worst, and we've kept our plan in place. We've done our retraining 3 times now, and we're actually working towards getting the Florida Restaurant Lodging Seal of Commitment. Nice. And all the employees are on board. It's just amazing how much they've helped each other and come up with ideas. I can think I'm so smart with the plans I come up. Half of what we're doing have come straight from the employees saying, I saw this somewhere else. What about we try that? And it's really collaborative effort, and it's been very good. I think I mentioned to you before, the fire chief actually came in and asked if he can use some of our procedures to share with other hotels and the restaurants. And we're proud of that. And the thing that the consumer, I want them to know is we're not letting up on that. We're keeping each other and them safe, and we're not going to slow that down at all.
I love that even if the government or officials say, hey, it's 100% safe, you can do everything, these folks care about the clientele. They're not going to do anything they don't feel 100% about. So Clyde's got all these protocols in place. They've really retrained the staff on how to do this stuff. They're very proactive with this. It's someplace you got to check out. Again, I always talk about the Bilmar Beach Resort because I love the idea that it's not the same as other hotels. I like the uniqueness that you have over there. Talk a little bit about, I know you're a hotel guy. You know all about properties. You've worked all over the place. This Bilmar is really unique, huh?
It is. There's a reason I've been here for 14 years, which is the longest out of my 40-year career. It's a great property. Location, of course, anyone that's familiar with Treasure Island knows you park your car and you can walk wherever you want. Oh, yeah. Even John's Pass is only a mile away where you get all the boating and everything. Sure. But on property, we just offer between the 2 restaurants, we have Waves Fun Zone, which is a game room that you can also get food and beverage at. And then, of course, Sloppy Joe's with the outdoor decks and the live entertainment. We got 2 pools, so if someone wants to go to a pool that's a little slower than the other, they have 2 choices of pools, and even a 4,000 square foot sun deck, so you can really get some space up there and have a good time, have a pizza up there if you want, and we have games up there also, so that's a really fun area.
I like the way that you guys are integrated into the whole beach community down there, the kind of shops and stores all kind of nearby.
It is. Treasure Island's really unique that way. A lot of our, sister properties, sister beaches, you can get to everything, but you got to walk maybe 2 miles or, everything's spread out long. We have a nice downtown core straight up the road. The other great part is we're one straight shot up Central Avenue to downtown St. Petersburg, which of course has the new pier. So that just ties in all the arts and entertainment of downtown is literally 7 miles away from, where the beach is. So it just creates a nice area without having to spread out and go too far.
That's right. The Bilmar Beach Resort. It's our chance to have a staycation. Now, you talked about all the deals for locals. Go through that one more time, if you could.
So we always have a resident rate. That's year round. It does fluctuate. Right now, though, if someone were to go on our website, when you pull up the best value rooms, we're running a 25% off special. That's going to last for a couple more weeks. We're going to do something after that, but to really get on and book something at a great price through to the end of the year, you can go on there and you'll see a special. New Year's Eve is about the only time you're not going to see something real special, and that's because we're going to, again, have fireworks on the beach that the city is providing for us. And we're bringing in a band many people know. It's called Stormbringer. Okay. And we're going to rock it out down at Sloppy Joe's while also having a second party over at Waves.
So there's always something going on down there at the beach.
There is. And again, I mentioned the Kite Festival. That happens several times a year, but they chose to take their Veterans Day Kite Festival and marry it with standing ovations so that we can really spread people out on our big, beautiful beach.
Now, the Kite Festival involves what, Clyde? I'm not sure I've seen that one.
So the Kite Festival, this is going to, again, be more exhibition than it is competition. Normally, you get things like people with synchronized kites. So you use the 2-string kite to make it dance. Mm-hmm. and you get two people working with each other, and it's like you're watching a mirror of the two kites going back and forth. And then you just have the exhibition kites, which is something, I mean, there's one whale that's the size of a school bus, and they put it up in the air, 150 feet in the air. And when you're coming over the bridge from St. Petersburg, all you see are these giant kites flying above the Bilmar.
Very cool.
And it's a wonderful sight. It's really fun. And that's called Windworks. If anyone wanted to look up that website, you can just get some great ideas. Joe Fala is right over on Madeira Beach and does a great job and holds all of his events here on Treasure Island.
Well, as you can see, there's always something going on at the Bilmar Beach Resort. It's the official hotel of the Consumer Quarterback Show. That's Clyde Smith. He's the GM. Get in touch with him directly. Thanks so much for coming on, Clyde, and sharing all that information with us.
James, thanks for having me on again. We look forward to seeing you over here, okay?
I
Best
can't
to
wait.
Brandon.
Awesome. All right, when we come back, we're going to visit with Fred DeFelice. He's our water expert. You know, we talk a lot on the show about technology and the future, and we want Florida to keep growing. We got to have fresh water, and Fred's here to make sure that we're all taken care of on the waterfront. When we come back, I got a feel-good story for you as well about IKEA. They're also trying to do their part in terms of creating a buyback initiative to become a greener company. We're going to talk to them a little bit or hear from them in the feel-good segment. Don't go anywhere. This is the Consumer Quarterback Show. Check us out online at consumerqb.com.
Hey, this is Grant Cardone, and you're listening to Consumer Quarterback Show, hosted by my friend Brandon Rhymes. Do not touch that dial. I'll come right through the radio and grab your throat.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
My friends, when choosing a listing agent to sell your home, their track record is critically important. Dennis Prager here for Brandon and MVP team at Keller Williams Real Estate. They're consistently rated by the MLS in the top 1% of all Tampa Bay realtors, and that's a big deal. Brandon and Lindsay are always among the top realtors in the state. Call them today at 813-750-0550.
Find them at platinummvpteam.kw.com.
Selling commercial or residential property? Don't leave money on the table. List with the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. I'm Brandon Rhymes. Reach me at 813-670-7372 or platinummvpteam.com.
My name is James DeJerome, and I produce the Consumer Quarterback Show for Brandon Rhymes. The Consumer Quarterback Show is a team, a group of like-minded professionals who partner together to provide our audience sound advice, knowledge, and information to make them wiser consumers. We work with all types of business owners and aggressively promote our local economy. We're currently conducting interviews for our expert contributors. If you own a business or know someone who would benefit from the exposure our show provides, please contact us at 813-750-0550 or online at consumerqb.com.
You're listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
That's right. Give Brandon Rhymes a call if you have any real estate questions. He's our real estate area expert here in the Bay Area. Platinum MVP team is his team. He's a Keller Williams agent, and he has properties even in this time of real estate scarcity. Give Brandon a call for your real estate needs. Of course, he created this show. Brandon is the one who created the Consumer Quarterback Show about 7 years ago. And during that time, we've had lots of relationships with business owners. Of course, we invite them on the air. We want them to share their information with you. That's the whole premise behind the program. So our team of business owners is great, but our sponsors are also great. And we have one on board now called Discovery Golf Cars. Now, Discovery Golf Cars has every make and model of golf cart out there. They're for business and recreation these days. Everyone has a golf cart. You know, Brandon has one of these with a customized wrap. He does business with it. The kids love the thing. The thing about Discovery Golf Cars is they have tons of makes and models. Easy Go, Star EV, Cushman, new and pre-owned. You can rent them or buy them. In addition, they offer financing and they even have mobile repair. So they're two locations, Tampa and Clearwater, and you can always check them out online at discoverygolfcars.com. They do a great job and one of our new sponsors, and Brandon really loves them. Check them out, discoverygolfcars.com. All right, so Fred DeFelice is our water expert. We talk a lot on this show about your health and the environment, and water's primary because you're not going to be healthy or have a good environment if you don't have good water.
That's correct.
That's absolutely right. Fred, what's going on with our water quality? Tell me a little bit.
Well, unfortunately, everything we do winds up in our rivers and our water supply.
That's right.
A lot of townships, they ban the use of fertilizers certain times of the month because when you have the rainy season connected with that, that all winds up in the Hillsborough River eventually.
Every time you come on, we discuss this, and it makes sense to me. I can understand the runoff from the roadway with oil and gas and the different fertilizers. The crazy thing is the prescription medication and the other stuff that we're flushing down the toilet that ends up in the water system.
It does.
It's amazing to think there's prescription meds in our water.
Yeah. I shouldn't be laughing about it.
I know. It's just stunning to think.
Yeah. And I'm trying to keep it kind of positive.
Sure.
Most people realize, or maybe they don't, but a lot of people do realize how bad things are.
Yeah.
And the importance of safe, clean, healthy water for your immune system.
Absolutely.
Since this thing with COVID, a lot of people are more aware of that. And one of the doctors we work with, he always talks about the accumulation of toxins in your body. They accumulate.
That's right.
So you got to do something to stop getting them in your body to begin with.
Most people are familiar with, they say don't eat a certain species of fish if it gets too big because after a time, mercury accrues and you get these chemicals. It's the same thing, unfortunately, with us and water.
Yeah. The big thing, we have chlorine, we have chloramine in our water. A lot of people are smart enough not to drink it right from the tap.
Right.
So now you're buying bottled water, right?
Isn't it amazing that we mismanaged that so bad? We used to get it for free right out of the tap.
Yeah.
And now we're in a situation where you've got to go buy it and create this bottled water, plastic.
How many remember drinking water right from the hose when you were a kid, right?
I mean, it seems easy. I can't believe we messed that up. We had it for free. It just didn't work out.
But we're victims of our environment.
Right.
So, and the other bad thing, I try to educate people about water softeners, the reason we really want to get rid of those. Many states have already banned them outright, the use of them, because they do pollute the environment.
You think they're removing chemicals, but they're adding salt and other chemicals to induce softness in the water.
Exactly. Yeah.
So instead of, what I love about you guys, I'm sure I don't want to jump ahead, but you guys are not you're not solving a problem with another chemical.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And let's face it, 40, 50 years ago, water softeners were the only thing we had in Florida.
That's right.
And everywhere.
We particularly have so much scale down here.
Hard water creates that scale.
Yeah.
But hard water is from minerals that are healthy.
Okay.
All right. Your diet needs to be healthy with minerals. Bottled water, for most part, is acidic. They run it through reverse osmosis. And sometimes they'll add minerals to it, but you're not getting that natural water like it should be.
Right. So
with our equipment, we really treat the water for all the bad stuff, but leave in all the good, healthy minerals.
So you can see there's, as it says, water science. Fred's taking a look at your water and letting you know what's good and bad. It's not just out there to tell you have to buy his product. He wants to tell you what you're drinking so that you really know what's going in your body.
Yeah, we pride ourselves on the fact that we're educating people.
Yeah.
If they see the results that we can offer and they like what we have, and we make it very easy to buy our equipment.
One of the things you just mentioned about the way people use water softeners with salt, I never considered the electricity part of the water softener. I noticed, I saw it in your notes.
Yeah.
It really doesn't, I never considered that there's electricity involved in that.
Yeah, you have to use electric. Now, it's not a big deal with the electric. It's more worrisome is the amount of water it wastes. Mm-hmm. Typical home, typical water softener wastes about 100 gallons of water a week.
Wow. But
it's adding, it does a reverse cycle, and that water goes down the drain and eventually into our rivers. What goes in the drain is sodium chloride.
Not good.
Yeah. So there was one state that did a study. They were pretty certain the sodium chloride in their rivers was from putting salt in the winter on the roads. And it turned out the majority was from water softeners that are being used.
How about that? Again, people don't realize that's big bags of salt. When you go buy them, they don't disappear. I mean, you're putting them in that machine. They're coming out in the water.
Yeah. And it adds sodium to your water, so you shouldn't drink it if you have a water softener. That's the thing we like to educate people about.
I was so infatuated with your system because of the fact that it was using the coconut shell carbon, the idea of having a natural, it's so bizarre to me that we got in this situation where we can't trust our water. And the solution is something as simple and as clean as an organic material.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Most carbon that's used actually comes from coal, bituminous coal. And here they discovered coconut shell here's a renewable product.
That's right.
It doesn't pollute. So we're really happy about that. And it's the only thing that's been proven to take out chloramine. Chloramine is ammonia and chlorine mixed. And if you were, years ago, housewives used to mix two things like that to clean the floor, and their husband would come find them passed out.
The fumes alone.
Yeah, it'll kill you. I mean, it can.
So that's what we're drinking, folks. If you have chloramine in your water at a certain level, it's going to actually kill you.
Yeah. Listen, and I urge people, just do your own research about these things. But there are testing out there where doctors claim chlorine, absorbing it through your skin, eventually is going to lead to cancer somewhere in your body.
Well, there's just too many chemicals involved in this stuff. They're trying to treat the water with additional chemicals to remove the chemicals that are already in the water.
Yeah. Well, you got thousands of miles of pipeline before it gets to your home. So
I forgot during the introduction to let everyone know that Fred DeFelice is a third-generation plumber.
Well, second generation.
Second generation, okay.
My sons are now.
Okay, so they're carrying on the tradition.
Yeah.
So when it comes to water and all things water, Fred's got a long history and knows everything about it.
Yeah. And I tell people, some people that listen regularly heard me say this, but I've been in water most of my life. But if you ask my wife, she'll tell you mostly in hot water with her. And
I like that one every time, Fred.
And that's true. You could ask her.
Now, when you decided that you were going to get into this business, did you realize how the future of water was going to be so important? I mean, our state, it's critical. There's plenty of state, California in our state, but it's something that everyone's now got an eye on their water. And some states particularly, we're feeling a crunch down here.
Oh, yeah. The other thing, they did already the study to try to use reclaimed water and blend that in.
Is that the toilet to tap thing I've read about?
Exactly.
Now, what was the process there? They're going to take reclaimed?
Yeah, they'll take the reclaimed water and run it through the desalinization plant was one idea. They can make sewer water where you can drink it, but it's going to be loaded with chlorine and chloramine and other things.
I can't imagine that's going to have popular support. You tell folks out here that enjoy a nice glass of water that's from your toilet.
We did a little study one time not too long ago where we estimated how many water softeners were in Pinellas County. And if we just eliminated a small portion of those, it would save about 1 billion gallons of water a year.
Cow, 1 billion.
And that's about enough for 7,000 families to have water for a year.
Unbelievable.
So it's a critical thing. People just don't know about it, and we're educating the best we can.
That's the thing what we're trying to do on the show is we want to give you ideas of technology and things that are coming. This, to me, is just outstanding because you've taken an issue that we kind of created and used such simple solutions. And you guys, pricing is affordable. Fred comes out to your place, tests the water, shows you exactly. Everything's transparent. He's just trying to help you. Yeah. It's something you need to consider because it's all around you. You take a shower, you take a bath, your kids are in the pool. You're drinking this all day long. Yeah. How are you going to get away from water if it's unhealthy? Yeah. Fred has extensive background in this, and the system is so, I would say revolutionary because it's affordable and it's something that everyone can get put into all different, it's not just for big homes or residential home. You can do this thing in a mobile home.
Oh yeah, we have sizes for mobile homes, condos, regular homes, all the way up to estate size homes.
And it's not a gigantic install. You guys are in and out of there pretty fast.
Oh yeah, we're about 2 to 3 hours to put it in, and our financing starts at $19 a month, and
very reasonable.
There's also 12 months I miss cash.
All right. We're coming into a break now. When we come back, we're going to visit more with Fred DeFelice. He's our expert about water science. Of course, on the show, we constantly talk about technology. And, we in the past have spoken about this with Fred on the show about water and the issues we have with our water pollution. And it's not because we're trying to create a panic out there. We're just trying to educate folks out there. I don't want you to think your water's bad. I want you to call Fred and find out exactly what's in your water. So you don't have to listen to me at all. He'll tell you. He'll show you exactly what's in your water. And you don't have to be fearful of what you hear on the radio. You can know exactly what's in your water. Give him a call. Fred DeFelice, Water Science US. All right, we're coming into a break. As I said before, I've got a feel-good story for you coming up about IKEA. And going along with the theme of the show so far, IKEA is doing their best to launch a buyback initiative. So we're going to talk a little bit about that and how they can help you as it relates to recycling of furniture and different products that they have. So the Consumer Quarterback Show, always interested in technology, always trying to live the best life we can for you. Don't go anywhere. Check us out online. All our partners are there at consumerqb.com.
This is Chris Voss, former FBI lead hostage negotiator and owner of the Black Swan Group, and you're listening to Consumer Quarterback Show hosted by my friend Brandon Rhymes.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
Really good. I think your guest out front, though, I'm told that she's coughing up a lung out there. I don't know if she's okay. Let me know when you want to proceed. All righty, everybody, stand by, please.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
That's right. ConsumerQB.com is where you can find all the partners on the Consumer Quarterback Show, in addition to some great real estate properties, because Brandon is the owner of the Platinum MVP team. He's a Keller Williams agent, and he has real estate properties even in this time of real estate scarcity in the Bay Area. Please check us out online and make sure you get in touch with Brandon for all your real estate needs. Of course, Brandon founded the show about 7 years ago because he wanted to bring Bay Area consumers a little more information, make you a wiser consumer in the marketplace, hopefully saving you a little money and making your dollar go farther. So he put together a team of business owners, a lot of folks he was working with already, convinced them to come on the air and kind of give some tips and information for folks out there. And it's become a big hit, and everyone loves the Consumer Quarterback Show because of the value we provide. So we have some sponsors that I want to recognize for their contribution to the show. And Replenish IV Solutions is one of the folks that has been with us quite a while, about 5 years or so. Steve and Leesa Gunnan started Replenish IV Solutions. If you want to feel energized or hydrated and replenished, safe and effective way to restore your body's systems with crucial vitamins and nutrients, they want to get you back to performing at optimal levels. So what we're talking about is an infused vitamin drip, an IV, a way for them to get right into your blood system with all the important minerals and nutrients, just as Fred was talking about, making sure that you have everything your immune system needs. So these folks have two Bay Area locations, but the critical thing about Replenish IV Solutions is they'll come to you. So if you have a need or an interest, give Steve and Leesa Gunnan a call, Replenish IV Solutions, and they can come directly to you if you can't make it to one of their Bay Area locations. So check them out online, replenishivsolutions.com. All right, before the break, we were speaking with Fred DeFelice. He's our water expert here on the show. And, we're not trying to sound the alarm and create a panic out there that your water is not safe to drink. But I imagine most of you don't drink your tap water already because you feel that way. There's very few people I know that go to their sink and pour themselves a big glass of water and enjoy it without thinking they've done something damaging to their health. So we're in a unique situation where you got to find a way to get safe water. You want clear water. Your family needs it. Fred has a solution for you. Fred, just if you could review a little bit about how your system works.
Sure. The heart of our system, our whole house system, right? And that can be installed outside or in the garage, wherever your main water line is.
Okay.
The heart of the system is catalytic carbon made from coconut shell. And the second part is technology that deals with hard water scale.
Okay.
So we eliminate the scaling.
Now, just so folks out there know, we in the state of Florida, we have a lot of calcium-based scale. Yeah. So we have, whether it's your pool or your pipes, you'll see that start to build up.
Oh yeah, scale can actually build up in the plumbing pipe, especially in copper pipe.
Okay.
Where most of the older homes are, what they have, and eventually it'll actually slow the water flow down.
Restrict it.
Yeah, scale always builds up in the dishwasher. It can build up in your washing machine. The biggest thing is what it does to your hot water heater.
Okay.
And today people are doing more with tankless water heaters.
Right.
Our system is vital for that tankless system.
Because of the fact that scale is going to create a problem.
Oh, yeah.
Because once that tankless system's clogged up or restricted, you're not going to get that.
Right. The tankless, once it's got to be cleaned chemically besides.
Okay.
So this technology is just fantastic. to take care of that. It will actually clean the pipes in your home over a little bit period of time.
How about that?
It'll clean the appliances up. It's just
so. In addition to creating, safe drinking water for you and your family, you're actually eliminating some of the problems throughout your house.
Oh yeah,
awesome.
And then we have our under sink alkaline system.
Okay.
And
you're talking about right in the kitchen, going right under the sink.
It goes under the sink. We put a separate faucet. This would be for drinking and cooking, and this is where we're treating the water for fluoride, pharmaceutical drugs, microplastic particles.
And those particular substances make it through most traditional water softeners.
Absolutely. Nothing going to stop them.
So if you don't have Fred's system or something that's designed to help remove this stuff, it's still in your water, folks.
Yep. And all our components are made in the USA, assembled right in our facility in Palm Harbor.
Great.
They carry everything we have carries a lifetime warranty.
Lifetime.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our whole house system requires no maintenance for like 3 years, and we take care of all of that. This is a deal where we put it in. You don't even have to worry about anything.
You guys got to take advantage of this deal because besides the upfront pricing and the transparency, Fred's going to come out and do a test.
Yeah. And initially we do a 5-minute phone conversation. I can tell you right up front just about what you're going to need and what the cost would be.
Now, because of your knowledge as a plumber, they give you the age of the house, the location, some things like that. It gives Fred some baseline information he can go off.
Number of people in the home, how many bathrooms, how many showers, that type of thing. Very easy. We have a whole chart to calculate that. So our systems it's not a one-size-fits-all.
Gotcha.
Water softeners are really one-size-fits-all. You could have a small mobile home. They're going to sell you the same $5,000 water softener.
That's right.
So we have different models. You can see them on our website, waterscience.us.
Okay.
And we're always ahead of the curve.
Just think about the money you spend on bottled water, guys. Not just the money you spend on bottled water, but then you've got the plastic bottles that have to go somewhere. They're going to be around for another 500 years. So we're just making a mess with this water thing. You've got to have a sustainable solution. That's why we brought Fred DeFelice on the show, because I haven't seen anything that rivals this. This is simple, affordable, and gives you clean, healthy water.
Yeah. You mentioned bottled water. Many people have an office and they have that bottle cooler with the 5-gallon jug. Well, we have the answer to that too. We eliminate that.
Okay.
We have these on a rental program.
So Fred's got a product that'll come out and replace your traditional water cooler.
Yep. With our system, our filtration system is built right into this.
Fred, I imagine people think they're doing themselves a favor by going to the 5-gallon, but it's still a plastic bottle, is it not?
You know what? There's a place right down the road where we're converting them. They got these 5-gallon plastic jugs all over in the warehouse. If you're going to have 5-gallon jugs, you got to have them in a cool, dark place.
Right, because they start to it's just what plastic does.
Yeah. You just can't. You see the trucks going down the road loaded with these things. They're out in the sun.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
I know. The other one is in front of the convenience markets. They're just stacked up like a wall of bottled water as if, hey, look what we've got. It's just roasting in the sun.
Yep.
Boy, it's a terrible. You guys got to realize that plastic's something that we got to get a handle on. All right. So Fred DeFelice, Water Science US. Thanks so much for coming in, Fred. Is there anything you want to mention, or what's the best way to get with you if folks out here hear you?
The website, waterscience.us.
Okay.
Or you can call me at 727-804-4562. And that's my direct line to my cell phone.
You're talking about a guy who has a huge amount of experience in terms of plumbing and water. Is this something he's done his whole life? His whole family's in it. He's out there to try to provide a service for you. We want you to have clean, healthy water. Fred's got a system that is unrivaled. So check him out online. Take advantage of his free water test. Fred DeFelice, Water Science US, thanks so much for coming in. All right, we're headed into a break now. I got a story for you from IKEA about them becoming a little bit of a greener company. You guys have all seen IKEAs everywhere, and those put together the million different dressers and different things out there. Well, they've got a buyback program they're going to start. I'm going to tell you all about it. In addition to bringing Leesa Fryer from Gulfside Healthcare on, she's got some important stuff to tell you about Gulfside. So don't go anywhere, and don't forget to check us out online, consumerqb.com.
This is Work Done, and you're listening to the Real Estate Quarterback Show hosted by my man, Brandon Rhymes.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
This is Diane Vance with Fairway Independent Mortgage, a member of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Please give me a call for any of your mortgage needs. We do all sorts of loans. If you would like information on a mortgage, you can text me or call me at 727-647-8199. I will take care of all your mortgage needs. Go to my website at dianevance.com.
Ian Beckles here with my man, Brandon Rhymes, a.k.a. the real estate quarterback. Brandon, what's happening with the market?
Thanks, Ian. We are in a low inventory market, so any of our listeners are homeowners and would like a free comparable market analysis or a 2.5% listing, we will honor this for the first 3 listeners who call or text in 813-773-1253. Free CMA and a 2.5% real estate listing at 813-773-1253. Check out consumerqb.com. Selling commercial or residential property? Don't leave money on the table. List with the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. I'm Brandon Rhymes. Reach me at 813-670-7372 or platinummvpteam.com.
You're listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
That's right. Give Brandon Rhymes a call. He's always available and answering any of your real estate needs. He owns the Platinum MVP team. He's a Keller Williams agent. And even in this time of great real estate scarcity, Brandon and the Platinum MVP team have some properties for you. You want to check him out. Brandon is the founder of the Consumer Quarterback Show. He kind of put this whole thing together. It's his brainchild. He wanted to bring his network of business professionals, the folks he works with in the real estate industry, and make them available and their services available to you as consumers in the Bay Area. So if we listen to the Consumer Quarterback Show, we feel the value for you is in learning a little bit about the different services and making your dollar go farther when it comes time for you to make decisions in the marketplace. So Brandon put together the team of business partners and professionals. In addition, we've got great sponsors on the show. And one of the sponsors that's a natural fit for the Consumer Quarterback Show is Brothers Easy Moving. Because in the real estate world, you're constantly having to move folks in and out, sometimes in a hurry. And Brothers Easy Moving understands the need for that. They're interested in helping, and they're an official moving company of the Consumer Quarterback Show because they moved Brandon personally. And I saw them. I went out there and helped out. They handle all the moving needs for all the Platinum MVP properties. These guys can handle local, long-distance moves. They're Angie's List Super Service Award winners, and you can check out all of their 5-star reviews online at brotherseasymoving.com. Again, the official moving partner of the show. We really love Brothers Easy Moving and encourage you guys, if you're making a move, to get in touch with Brothers. All right, part of our show, we talk a lot about health on this show. We had Fred DeFelice from Water Science US, and Fred has great information for all of us about the healthy way to get your water in a position where you can make sure your family's not getting exposed to chemicals and harsh material that's going to make their health or their immune system compromised. In addition to that discussion about healthcare, I want to introduce you to Leesa Fryer. She's from Gulfside Healthcare. Now, we've had Gulfside has many different folks that have come on the air with us. We've had them on all different things. What is your role with Gulfside, Leesa?
I am the fundraising and event planning specialist.
Okay, so
raising money.
I got you. Now, 2020 has been a challenging year for everybody. We talked to business owners across the board, and everyone has had to modify, find new ways to skin this cat. It's crazy. What have you guys come up with as a way to try to make it through this crazy year?
It definitely has been crazy.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of postponements. Luckily, we have not canceled anything yet.
Okay.
But because of all the postponements, we don't have anything going on this year. So we got a little creative and research. Everybody's going virtual. So
Right.
that's what we're going to do.
Okay.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We're doing a Halloween party, a virtual
Okay.
Halloween party. Instead of a gala, everybody's doing galas. We're like, no, we want to do something different. So it's going to be a Be a Hero virtual Halloween party.
Virtual Halloween party. Very cool. Now, I want to emphasize to all the folks listening, Gulfside Healthcare Services is a not-for-profit.
Mhm.
Okay, so when you consider the cost of healthcare and all the different things going on in the world, this is a not-for-profit company. I want you to talk a little bit about that if you could, Leesa.
Well, Gulfside Hospice, like you said, is a nonprofit organization. And we right now are serving and caring for over 600 hospice patients a day in Pasco County, regardless of their ability to pay.
Yeah.
And we also provide bereavement services for their families as well.
I don't know if any of you guys have been unfortunate and had a family member go through this kind of thing, but this kind of service is unbelievably valuable. It's just invaluable. I can't talk enough about the good folks at Gulfside and this service that they're providing, but to think that that's a not-for-profit, what can we do to help? Tell us more, Leesa.
Well, because of our virtual event, it doesn't matter where you are. You don't have to be local in Pasco County. You can be from anywhere and join us. It's only $10 to register. You can come in costume or not. We are going to have a costume contest.
Okay.
And but we're going to have a lot of fun. And it's only an hour from 6:30 to 7:30 on Friday, October 30th. And we're just going to have a little fun party, jam-packed with lots of games and prizes and things.
Well, you definitely deserve it. I want to encourage folks to find a way. That's the thing about COVID and the restrictions that business owners have had to face. The more creative you are and the kind of ways you can deal with this and not let it get you down. That's the whole thing. You got to stay positive. Right?
Exactly. And that's why I said we wanted to try to find something that was going to be fun, because Halloween's a big holiday.
Mm-hmm.
People have always gotten out and done things. So this year I've heard just a lot of people are staying in.
Right.
So we're like, well, let us throw you a party and have some fun, and maybe you'll donate some money to hospice to help us do what we do out there. So we're really excited about it. Like I said, it's only $10 donation, and that does get you a entry into the prize drawings.
Now, when you think about such a big operation, Gulfside Healthcare Services offers so many services. We've had, as I mentioned, department heads from all different departments come on. They telemedicine. They're out in the field doing things in addition to taking care of the patients at the facility. So all this stuff, and they need your help because, again, this is a not-for-profit operation, and we want to encourage everyone out there to get involved. If you can't participate in this event, other ways that they can help out or give to Gulfside.
Well, definitely. For this event, though, just to let you know, I'd love to give you, if you can't make it, but you still like to donate, you can go to GulfsideHeroes.org.
Heroes.org.
No, GulfsideHeroes.org. Okay. But we are always... We have different programs that we offer, that if you wanted to focus on one particular program or make a general donation, they can call us at 727-845-5707, or they can go to our website, of course, gulfside.org.
I don't want to be negative at all. Again, we're trying to be positive here on the show. How does 2020 compared in the past to 2019 and 18 for you as an employee over there in terms of what you do?
Gulfside is a fabulous place to be. As an employee, we're like a family,
right?
And we have worked together to make 2020 great. And we all still have smiles on our face behind our mask,
Right.
But we're all just working day by day to figure it out and work as a team. And that's an awesome feeling.
Yeah, I tell you, we've been so encouraged by all the different folks that have come from Gulfside on the show. Everything always is positive with you guys. And Linda, and like I said, every time somebody comes on, there's some new call we get about how people can want to help, because this service touches so many folks. It's part of your family. It's just part of life.
I agree. Yes.
So you better have a plan. And I think Gulfside, I just can't encourage you enough. They do so many good things, and your dollar goes to not just one area. There's tons of different things that your money goes to. Name some of the different programs over there.
We honor veterans program.
Oh,
we have
you mentioned the pinning ceremony and all
yes,
that. Very
it's
cool.
Wonderful to honor the veterans. I haven't personally been to one, but I've heard it's just an amazing service ceremony that they go through. But also with our fundraising events, like what I do, that goes directly to patient care. And like I said, the bereavement services. A lot of people don't realize bereavement services for families, it's not paid for. It's provided by us free. So, these efforts through fundraising are able to support that as well.
It's a critical part of what Gulfside is able to do, relies on us, the people out here that are listening and want to contribute, because it takes all of us to get this thing, worked out. And this is a big service they provide. And again, like I said, if you've been involved in this, if you've had a family member that's been touched by this, or you needed a hospice care or palliative care, or how is that referred to, or you just need a telemedicine, or think of the value of having a family member who's incapacitated. You could call Gulfside and have them bring medical services or treatment directly to them. And these folks, licensed professionals, all the correct certification. Imagine that healthcare for free. Unbelievable.
Yes. We do go to homes as well as we have facilities, and we go to assisted living facilities wherever in Pasco County that they need us. Gulfside's there.
So Pasco County in particular, I know that Linda's been on before and talked about Gulfside, but you guys touch people in Tampa Bay, all around the different locations.
We have mainly our hospice care is in Pasco County, and we do have some home health and stuff that is in other counties as well.
I think the telemedicine thing is really cool as people start to take advantage of the virtual things that we're forced to do. This opened up some new ways of doing business, and I think the telemedicine and some of the virtual stuff is really cool. Have you seen any of that over there?
I haven't for the telemedicine, but I know that they have leaps and bounds learned a lot in 2020. We all have in regards to the aspects of what we do for Gulfside. So, hats off to everyone because it has been a big learning curve, but we're there to serve and do what we can to make sure we're, providing the best and safe service for our patients and their families.
Almost every month or two, there's a holiday or something. I was trying to think of other fundraising ideas while I'm sitting here. The Halloween party you brought up.
I'll take any advice you've got.
What other cool stuff have you thought about? I mean, the holidays, people always trying to come up with a way to make money
now you're putting me on the spot.
Well, I know you've already been thinking about it. I know I'm thinking about it right here, sitting here. We've had the Children's Cancer Center, another partner of the show that come on, and they've also been creative. Clay shoots and different things that try to keep people that have to be socially distant but still want a sense of community and charity. Yeah. So I can imagine the challenging role you're in, trying to make sure that you can come up with new ideas.
Well, we do actually have another event that's taking place right now, or a challenge, so to speak. Okay. And it's called A Night In for Hospice. So again, like a lot of people, they used to every Friday night go to dinner, a movie, or you had spa day on Saturday, but you're not doing that. And so we're encouraging and challenging everyone out there to do a night in for hospice. So something that you would have normally done, do it at home with your family and stuff, and the savings that you, have from that event, or from that activity, you're going to donate it to
folks
hospice.
Have a date night like most couples do where you're going to go out and have dinner and go to a movie or something like that. Well, of course, again, COVID-19 has kind of modified all our lives. So now if you stay in and take those dollars that you were going to spend and you rent a movie and cook dinner yourself, now you can be a friend of Gulfside and put your dollars to work in our community. Again, these are local folks doing great things right here in our own community for people that need service. I can't advocate enough for them. Brandon has made sure that we give them as much talking time as they need because we want to get the message out there.
Well, we greatly appreciate that.
What else, I know on the fundraising side, how challenging this year's been. How has the message been received because of it's a healthcare service and this kind of a healthcare scare that we're in? People, some may be scared, to get involved with Gulfside. Have you seen any anxiety about patients coming in? Or
I'm personally not out there with the patients, but I'm sure that is the case. And I can tell you that our entire staff is trained. They have, are prepared for now what 2020 has led us to. And we have the best medical staff on hand to handle any situation that may arise with patients and how they're feeling.
But we've been very impressed with Gulfside Healthcare as a partner and some of the ideas you guys come up with and some of the services you provide. I think it's really cool. When a person wants to get involved online, because we can call, typical donations used to be face-to-face, or they came in and handed you a check, and now
sometimes, and then the events, but we also have online, like I mentioned, gulfside.org. You can go to our website anytime, and they have all the programs listed. So like I said, we were discussing the programs earlier. If you wanted to go specifically to the veterans program or just a general donation, you have it all right there. But we're always a phone call away as well if you need any help or have any questions.
That's awesome. And we talked about Gulfside, being a part of our local economy. You want to support that. Are you a Bay Area resident? How long have you been in the Tampa Bay area?
Oh, I've been here about 25 years in Pasco County, Land O'Lakes. So yeah.
So you recall before Gulfside was there. Yes. So you can imagine, there was none. Now the Gulfside's there and handling all these people out there need this service. I mean, it's
amazing. Pasco is a huge county. People don't realize that. And just for me, I've been there almost 3 years and watched the numbers grow from like 300 to now over 600 in patients that we serve a day. Is just amazing. I can't believe the growth that's just taken place that short time.
Our entire state growing all the time. Our senior population, especially growing all the time. Our mean age is going to get a little older. this kind of operation, the Gulfside, is going to get bigger and bigger, and it's going to be more important to people's lives as we go forward. This is a chance for you to contribute and donate a little bit and get do something positive for you, because again, we're all going to need this service at some point. And this is an area that's taking this particular business doing such a good job in our area, taking care of so many needs of people in our area that would go unmet otherwise.
Yep.
So we're finishing up the show today. I want to thank Leesa for coming in from Gulfside. We spoke with Fred DeFelice from Water Science. He always gives us great information about ways that we can improve our health through clean water. Clyde Smith from the Bilmar Beach Resort came on and gave us some ideas for our staycation and things we can do. I always want to encourage folks to check out all our partners. ConsumerQB.com has a list of all our partners, and we encourage you to do business with them because we vetted those folks, and they've come on here just like Lisa's come on today and provided some information because we want to do right by our community. These folks are out there trying to do things for our local citizenry, and we want you to reflect that. So check us out online at the Consumer Quarterback Show. Brandon Rhymes has been out for a couple of days. I want to make a mention of Brandon. Brandon brought me on board about 2 years ago. I want to thank him for giving me the opportunity. Hosting the show has been a great pleasure for me, and I want to make sure everyone out there realizes that Brandon has put the show together just for you guys. So thank again to Brandon, and thank for all the listeners, and check us out at all the different platforms. Brandon has a show everywhere. Make sure you check out all our partners at consumerqb.com.
You've been listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Contact Brandon Rhymes at 813-670-7372. That's 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. And join us next time for The Consumer Quarterback Show.